Counting the cubes in a solid made of cubes. Okay, so this one, it's just kind of the basic idea of learning about volume. Sorry, kicking stuff over here. So it's just the basic idea about learning about volume. So what we're going to do in this one is the figure below shows a solid made from stacks of cubes. The answer box shows the same solid view from above. For each stack, write the number of cubes in each stack. So this one, this view is if we could literally take it and I'm showing you my phone right now, but we're looking at the figure like kind of sideways. If I could just take it and look straight down at it like this. So I don't know if you can see my phone still, but we're just looking straight down at it. So we're not seeing that it steps down in this corner here. So like this one is, I'm going to color that in red. So here's the red one. It steps down right here. And then we're also not seeing the step down, the really big step down over here, which happens right there. And then there's another step down on this one. So we're not necessarily seeing all of these step downs. All we're doing is looking straight down at it and assuming that there's no shadow at all. So what we're going to do is we're literally just going to count how many cubes are in each stack. So if we look at this first one here, the first step down, we have 1, 2. So in this stack, I have 2, and I'd write the number 2 in there. The stack that's right behind it here, I have 2 because there's the same 2 that are behind these ones, and then I have a third one right here. So I have 3 total. So that's all we're doing. We're just looking at how many cubes are in each stack. And then for this one, we have 1, 2, 3. So I have 3. The one right behind it here would have just as many because it's the same height. So I have 3 and 3. This one I have 1, 2. So I have 2 total. And this one I only have 1, so 1. That is all we're going to do. Let's just count cubes on this one. All right, so clear. And let's go ahead and start this one. Okay, so, and this definitely is a little bigger, but we're just going to match it. So this corner is this one here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 cubes. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 3. And then we're going to go over here. I have 1 and 1. So I have 1 and 1. And then if I go to the middle here, if I look at the front, I have 1, 2, and they're all the same height. So all of these have 2 cubes going along. And then if I look at this last row here, I have 1 high, and they're all, again, the same height. So these all must be 1s. So let's go ahead and check. And we got that one. Next. Okay. So looking at this one, again, this one looks a little bit more like the example. So this left corner here, and they have left and front labeled for you. So this one is going to be this one. So I'm just marking it so we know kind of a reference where I'm starting. So that one I marked with red is 2 tall. The one right in front of it is only 1 tall. Then we go to the middle row here. I have 1, 2, 3. And they're both the same height, so I know the front and the back will both be 3. And then I'm going to go to the last row here, and I have 1, 2 in the front. And then if I move to the back, I have 1 more block. So that's 3 blocks. Check. Alrighty, 1 more. Okay, so we're going to go front and right. So if I'm going all the way to the back here, like this, that's actually going to be this corner here because they kind of straightened it out for us for whatever reason. So if I look at that one, then I only have 2 blocks tall because I can see the fronts of them. And if I go to the back of that row, they're the same height, so they must also have 2 there. So let's go to the middle row. 1, 2, 3. And these 2 rows are the same height, so I'm going to go with 3 and 3. And then the first row here, or the front row, we only have 1 tall for each. And that one we can kind of see. I can see the front of this one. That's only 1. I can see the front of this one. That's also only 1. So that one's pretty easy to see. So what they want you to get used to the idea is you can't see the whole object, but there are still pieces there. So that's the purpose of this one. I know it seems a little silly, especially for some of the older students, but the idea is that even the pieces you can't see are still there. They're still part of the calculation. All right, so we finished that one. Yay.